What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Savage Land, and welcome back to another episode of Gijoe is Gijoe. And yeah, I know it's been a minute, man, but to be honest with you, I mean, what news was there to talk about besides the last one that they had back in? It was supposed to be in February, but it ended up being in March, and I ended up doing a live stream myself, just kind of going over that. Which nowadays, man, most of the stuff we see pre-hand anyway, either a couple of months before or a couple of days before, with like some real certified images, especially with the Buddha or Budo. But let's get into the live stream, man. I know it was a couple of days ago, so we'll make it quick, and I'm just trying to hit on my points on pretty much what's going on with G.I. Joe right now, and what would I buy, or how do I feel a certain direction of things going. We're gonna go through the different figures that they talked about as far as digital renders and what was up for pre-order. It was actually a pretty short live stream within itself. It was 38 minutes, but of course you got the 8 minutes of filler in the beginning with the music. But let's jump right into this and start talking about the first thing was the Cold Slither. Once again, something we seen a couple of months ago. I will say this, the more I see it, and especially in the physical, the more I like it. Would I purchase it? Yes, I would. I think for once and for all, this is the first HasLab. This is the first SDCC exclusive that's actually really like meant for SDCC. I think this would be a peg warmer if it's set on the pegs in the store. But as this is going to be hotter than fish grease, I believe this is definitely going to sell out. Also, they said it's only going to be available SDCC, which is cool. That makes it exclusive. Like if you're physically there with a few remaining on Hasbro Pulse. So good luck with that. I will try my hand at maybe trying to get one of them, man. But if I don't, it's also something I'm cool with that. Next up, they talked about the digital renders. They had 3 of them. Striker, really nothing to talk about there. Let's just move on. I mean, it's okay. Once again, it's something you have to see in the physical, because G.I. Joe always seems to amaze me, whether it was as soon as I see the digital render or when I see the physical product. But you know, it is what it is with that. The best figure that I think they revealed, period, up here is this police officer, the Legacy series, which we all knew was kind of going to be a police officer or maybe somebody in medical aid or something like that. But I thought it would be more of like a blue, but I love the dark. This is either black or dark navy blue, which either one is dope with me. Comes with tons of accessories, 2 different head sculpts for the potential like splicing off of army builders. You know what I'm saying? I love when I get pieces like that, because you can just army build endless, especially if you got a whole bunch of them. You say if you had 10, you typically would kind of have like 20 people because of the 2 head sculpts. So that is dope. It has like a little ring, poncho. The shield looks dope. I like that it's white. That makes it pop. And this, tons of weapons, helmets, just stuff that this police officer ready. This is the most versatile figure in this lineup, period. You know what I'm saying? So this is the best figure I think they showed. I really can't wait for that to come out. Up next is also Sarge. I guess it's Renegade Sarge, and he also has Mercer with him. I mean, Sarge is a dope figure. I mean, to get him extra in the pack is like, it's not a bad thing, but they're gonna run him into the ground. I think everybody looking forward to Mercer here. He looks good. G.I. Joe's, man, steady been solid. I mean, it has the luster left from it. Yeah, because it's been around for maybe about 4 or 5 years now, but it's totally not over with at all, because they continuously put out a great product. And once you continuously put out great product, I mean, how can people hate that? You just kind of get beat to death because you're so into it. Next up is the pre-orders. They had 3 pre-orders that you could actually pre-order. I pre-order all 3 myself. I was interested in all 3, so I pre-order them. This is pretty much the only line I pretty much buy consistently like that. This is the only thing left. I mean, I don't really get anything else. I just dabble just a little bit Marvel Legends, and that's really about it. But let's talk about Slice and Dice. I think they look great. Once again, another 2-pack that comes with a lot of stuff. We're not even gonna go through it. You guys can see it on the pictures, but it's almost like a breath of fresh air because they're very, very new characters. They haven't been done before. Favorites with guys that's my age. I'm 42, you know, maybe even up to 44. Maybe the guys that's 48, 50, they have no connection to them. These guys will came out like maybe 91, 92, but nostalgia to me because these are the ones I actually had and actually brought from a store, or maybe was gifted from a store, man. So definitely brought them. Definitely dope looking. Looks like they on kind of like on the Storm Shadow body, or have Storm Shadow pieces. They do. I mean, Storm Shadow's a great figure, so I have no problem with that. Next up, let's talk about Buddha or Budo. I don't know anything about this guy. I didn't even know he existed, to be quite honest with you. And he came out in 1988. So once again, another figure that G.I. Joe brought to the classified line, brought to my attention, and now I'm really feeling it. Definitely copped him. He's another one with great potential army builder status, and man, it's just a dope figure, man. It looks really, really good, man. And now I see why Valorverse made their Senshi, which I like Senshi. Some people, the face sculpt could be something to desire, but I like him fully armored up, and clashing them two guys together, whether against each other or on the same team, is just gonna be dope. And especially with all the other ninja characters, you got Slice and Dice with the big rice hat, so you can kind of get into your Oriental Asian kind of vibe now, man. And then with other lines as well, but definitely a great figure, great price at $35. I think you definitely get your bang for your buck with that. And then the one that has grown on me over the past couple of months is General Hawk, Colonel Hawk, with the MMS. And I'm not crazy over the Cobra HMS. Same toy, same everything. It's just the color scheme on this looks, it serves the toy a whole lot better. And then him, as far as I didn't notice that it looks like the other figure a little bit in the face. He's just younger, and it's just got, I believe this is the grunt body. Maybe there's a few upgrades on it as far as overlays and things like that, but I really can't see that. But this is a dope figure. This is your quintessential army figure, whether you were 3 or 4 years old, or you know, a grown man, like just green, OD green, plain guy with tons of weapons, cool missile system. I really like this. I sometimes gravitate more towards the plainer figures, and I think this is dope, and I definitely ordered mine up. It was almost like a mystery to find it on Amazon, man, trying to type it in. I hate when that happens. It's like so secretive. So I was just scrolling through YouTube and seeing a Punk with Toys had a link up. I went through his link, man, and nabbed them there. So but yeah, that was the live stream. They got one coming up every week. I think these were some great reveals. I think people are kind of getting worn out with G.I. Joe, but it's hard too, because pretty much, man, they just continuously put out bangers, man. They continuously put out solid products, and they evolve from their beginning, which it was a great line in the beginning. But what you guys think? We got maybe possibly 2 or 3 more of these. Well, I would say probably 2 more. They usually don't do one during the last week, but I guess there'll be, I don't know what else to look for as far as, you know, new reveals coming out. I know they did a lot of names, but we'll see. It's always an exciting Yojo June, especially with the HasLab looking like it's leaning more towards the Snowcat, which I'm not a huge fan of that vehicle. I think it's dope, but once again, I'm leaving it up to G.I. Joe to wow me. That's the one thing that Emily put at the end of the live stream, was just kind of hinting towards that, which is cool, because I think that's better than going with the Mobat. You know, you got Ramen, which I purchased that green tank coming out, so trying to put a Mobat up against that, I don't think you're gonna win. I think you're gonna hurt yourself. The only good thing about it is that Ramen hasn't dropped theirs yet, but by the time they drop theirs, they'll still be making theirs. So great move to go to a tank, but a different tank. But that is it for this week of G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe. We're going to do one next week, going over their live stream next week. And with that being said, until the next time,
God bless.